YouTube, what's happening? This is CJ the Detail Guy. Just back with another video. I'm in here doing little stuff to this 83. Yesterday I showed y'all me rolling the fenders on this car, showing y'all how they would look. I had to lift the car up. I thought I was good with where it was. I had to lift the car up because, like I said, I'm still having issues with the frame. So it's parts of the frame that still was touching. So I had to raise it up with the air shocks. So this now is sitting up pretty high with the air shocks. Shoot, y'all see where I got my car at now? And this just me being straight up with y'all. Y'all see I got my other one sitting right here. So it's a tight pull out from there to backing it up to driving out. So as I backed up and cut my wheel to the right, the front bumper caught this front bumper holder. Let me show y'all a little bit of damage I did to the car. Y'all see that? Just clipped it right there on the corner. Right there on the corner. Just clipped it. But it's cool. I already called my man. He told me he could spot it in and get it back together. But it'll be alright. But today what I'm doing is, like I said, I'm working on little things. I'm prepping right now. If you've seen the back of most Cutlasses, they have the chrome trim that go here, around here, and across. So I'm prepping that stuff now, cleaning it up and getting ready to polish that stuff out. But I'm multitasking on today. So here's those pieces here. These pieces here. These go on the sides. This go over the license plate. So I'm prepping that stuff now. There are two little angle pieces that go on the inside right here. And here they just plastic. They look like an L. They go here and they connect the license plate piece to it. I got them in my little spray room. I sprayed them with the chrome because they just plastic. So I sprayed them with the chrome. Let me see if you can see them. And this is my little paint room back over here in the corner. I bring stuff in here, hang it up, spray it, little stuff like that. Just to keep stuff from being all over here. I'm dealing with enough with the paint shop that's right next door, the guy who just tore my car up. But this is my little paint room. I got all my things hanging. So these are the little pieces right here. Probably can't really see them, but that's them there. I just sprayed them. I'm gonna let them dry. I also took my TTop plate, center plate, and it was chipping from the factory. So what I did was I took the what you call it, the red, man, what's that stuff called? Scotch-Brite, the red Scotch-Brite, and I went over the whole unit, even where it was peeling at, scuffed it up real good, and right now I got it in primer, because I'm going to spray it black, make sure it's, you know, how it should be. But right now I got it in primer, and I'm letting that flash, and I'm going to come and hit that with that black. But yeah, y'all know that right there blew me. That blew me last night when that happened. So, more money, man. You know these old schools stay pulling money from you, but it is what it is. But also what I'm doing, I told y'all I'm multitasking. I'm all over the place today. I ain't really got a fool with no cars today other than mine, so I'm multitasking. So, my tail lights. That'll be almost next to the last thing I got to do on that back end, and the back end to be done. So, what I did was I took my tail lights, which, like I told y'all before, if you haven't been down to Classic O's down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, there's a guy down there named Michael. He has a shop called Classic O's where he carries pretty much everything from every era of the Oldsmobile. And he builds the Oldsmobile blocks. He and this guy, he got a machine guy that does all the Oldsmobile motors. He does them. He builds the whole car for you if necessary. But it's an older guy. Probably at this point, he about 90. But he really know what he doing. But I went down to his shop a couple years ago now, and I purchased these tail lights. Mine were the old cracked up looking stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure something out. And I happened to be going down there to pick up a hood for my truck from Classic Chevy. And they told me about his shop not too far down the road. It's called Classic O's, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Look it up, y'all. But what I'm doing is I'm about to polish these tail lights. They look good already. What I'm going to do is I'm going to polish them out, get them real nice, real good, clean, smooth, shiny. And I may clear them after I do that. It just depends on how shiny I can get these bad boys from just polishing them. But I'm going to do the same thing with the pieces that go over the top here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to polish these. I'm going to polish these up real good, get that chrome part of it back shining. That center part where you see where it's black at, I'm going to get black paint, and I'm going to paint that part there. Once I get this nice and shiny, same thing, I may clear it. Same thing with this one here. But they in good shape, and it really ain't going to take much. I really don't got to go down too far on these to get them how I want them. I probably use, 1,500 on these. Sand them down, 15 up to 3,000, and polish them out and see what happens. If I cheat, all I got to do is sand out the imperfections. Sand out the imperfections, get them nice and even. And when I say cheat, this is what a lot of guys do. They'll sand your headlights or whatever. They'll sand them down, get them even. Then they'll take some clear and just clear your headlights. They ain't polish them, they ain't do nothing to it. It's the quicker way of doing it. And it lasts. Then you got to come back behind it every now and then, just touch it up. So if I cheat, that's what I'm going to do. If not, and I go through the whole process, I'm going to probably 1,500 to 3,000, and then I'm going to buff these all out. These right here, ain't going to be no sanding involved. This is 100% polish. All this plastic. See, this ain't nothing but plastic. And it pits, of course, because it's plastic with chrome over the top of it, some type of paint or some type of plating. So it pits. So the best thing you can do with this is just get some polish and just take your finger and a rag or a small applicator pad and just rub it in until it comes up, the shine comes up to where you want it. Once you get the shine where you want it, then it's up to you what you want to do after that as far as clearing it. But that's what I'm going to be doing in here today. I ain't going to take y'all through this long process. One thing, though, if you don't know how to take these off, it's real simple, y'all. If you look at the back of these plates, right, you got a screw line here, screw here, screw here, screw here. These little 11 millimeter little pieces go on here. So what it is, your lights would go over if you see these holes on the sides here, hole, they go down in between. They go down in between and over the top of this the other one. Hold on, y'all. They go down over it like this. God, dog it. I'm trying to show y'all. My fault. I know I ain't cutting that, but you tuck them in. Lift it up. Tuck it in. But you see what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to tab something. But y'all see what I'm doing. You take them. I'm putting the wrong one. That's what it was. And they sit right down over the screws just like that. Y'all see that? Then you tuck it all the way down there, push it in good, and you lock them in like that. And then you take these screws or bolts or whatever, I don't know what they call these, and you just lock those back in on all four corners. And then the reverse, that's how you take them out. All right, that's how you take them out, that's how you put them in. All right, so yeah, so I'm working on these today. Try to see how far I can get with this stuff today, because tomorrow I got to get back to work. Y'all know there's no days off, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna take my time and get my stuff together here today. So I'm gonna be working on that, and of course, whenever when I get it done and get it back, I at least show y'all one of these lights finished, and then probably show y'all what the plates and stuff look like once it's sprayed. But y'all know once I got some more, I'll hit you back. YouTube, I'm back. CJ just finishing out the vid. I've been working on the lights and the TTop panel and polishing those chromes. I didn't get to the chromes, but I was able to get to the lights and the TTop panel. So here's the TTop panel now, all blacked out, squared away. I'm going to put it back in the bag. But here are the lights. The tail lights, I'm going to take them outside so you can see them better. These are the lights, y'all. So I was able to get them together pretty good. Of course, they old, so they got a little bit of blemishes on them. But what you see as far as the tail lights and the black in the center is looking pretty good to me. So that's straight. Let me show you the other. The other light had a little bit more wear on it. And I actually had to trade the chrome tray on this one with one of my other cars. And I'll figure that out when I get to that car. But here's the other set here. The other side, I should say. Hopefully you can see that good. Came out pretty good. I cheated. Let me tell you straight up. I could have polished these bad boys and just had them looking good, nice and polished, but shoot, that clear on them made them look fresh and brand new. So I went with that. If anything, I could scuff them up and polish them later, but the way they look right now, we in the money. So I'm good on that right there. But this one had a little more wear on the black right there than the other one. I wasn't too worried about that. I just went with it like it was. You can always get the little black, it's a pinstripe that goes down between that. You can always get that and put that over that. So I ain't really too much worried about that. But for right now, that's where we at, y'all. So, ooh, it's hot here in VA. I don't know where y'all at, but it is hot here in VA. So I got this part of the project finished. The next move is going to be to install these on the car, as well as the fins that go here on the corners. So I'm going to install the fins here and the lights here, and then I'm going to do the same similar cleanup on my lights, my lower lights all the way across before I put them on. And then the back end will be pretty much done, and then I can go ahead and do the wet sand, the buffer on this. Only thing I have to do after that will be put the chrome trims on along the bottoms and the back. The front, I talked to my buddy who redid the paint on my car. He told me he could do the spot blend on that little corner, $150. So that's $150 of damage, but he told me he can get it fixed for me right away. Just bring it up as soon as I can, and he got me. So we talking probably like not even a day. Drop it off for maybe a couple hours, and he got me. So she coming along, y'all. As long as I don't do no more damage to it. As long as it's me, I don't mind. If it's anybody else, yeah, we got a problem. But as long as it's me, it's all good. But anyway, this CJ the detail guy, like I said, it's hot here in VA, so I'm about to take the rest of the day off and go sit in the air, give me a whole bunch of water, and just relax till tomorrow when I know I gotta really get on the job. So yeah, this CJ the detail guy, just checking out with another video, man. I'm gone.